very, very, very special episode of CPG. Why, in fact, this is probably the most special episode that you're going to watch of the channel. This is the 1 year anniversary of the city of Philadelphia. Folks, you don't know how much this means to me and to all the people I'm sure that have helped me build this city. They're actually in the world right now working on the city, and I just want to, say a huge thank you to them. A big shout out to those people because these are the people. Without them, the city wouldn't be, what it is right now. Just a few names to rattle off the top of the head. The main Cypher's pit crew, which would be Fire Tiger, Magic Jacks, Viper TB05, Chilo Green, Arcs 67. Check out his channel. Why am I playing? Check out Viper's channel too. Um, what is his name of his channel? I can't. Viper TB05 is the name of his channel. Wolf of Gods. His channel is called Wolf of Gods. This guy named Ace has been helping me out a lot lately. So many other people who are like the unsung heroes whose names I can't just right now off the top of my head remember. But these guys, they're the real heroes, man. They're the ones who stuck it out with me with this crazy dream of mine of building a city, the biggest city in a modern city frame in the PS4 Minecraft. Like, it's gonna be crazy. You guys are in for a treat. Get your popcorn ready because it's gonna take a long time. Like, I'm literally gonna do an in-depth tour of the city with over 50 plus buildings, 100 different mini games. Now I'm just saying a bunch of numbers and I sound like a weird person. Without further ado, let's get to the gosh darn tour. So you guys have seen this room previously in my previous tour of the city, so I'll make this room brief. This is the Welcome Center. Not much has changed from the Welcome Center, but for those of you whose first time it is seeing the city, this is the Welcome Center. The Welcome Center was established in the beginning of 2016. The city was built a year from today in the past, in 2015, October 23rd. And when you come into the city, you spawn roughly here. Some people spawn up top there, and there's a sign letting you know to come here. It says enter here, new blood. So you spawn, you come inside of here. You got the sign letting you know not to forget your gear, because we role play and we do it in adventure mode. So when you're in adventure mode, you can't just break anything because we don't want people trolling the city. This guy, he's welcoming you to Philadelphia. I have my hood off, so you won't be able to see that. So you come over here, there's your locker room. You get a free bed, tools, which is like a pickaxe, sword, axe, food. You get clothes. So we provide you. This is a city, of brotherly love. That's what Philadelphia is all about. You even have a slight little message board over here. It's really small. A lot of people have forgotten about it. But when you first come in here, you can actually take a pickaxe, the pickaxe that you get, take off a sign, and then write your own name on the sign. So we have some really cool things people put up here. Let's actually read them since we're here. We got the Viper TB05, YouTube, Tanner Burrow, the Diet Doc, Sub to Massacre. That's me, by the way. D Cypher, aka Massacre 10. You have Nate Dogg ZHS123 was here. He has his YouTube, so make sure you guys check out Nate Dogg. You got Shiz, that's Lawrence's little brother. Check him out. D's Nuts, that's gotta be a hilarious one right here. I Love You. You got Clouded Fear, haven't seen them in a while. Either you hunt or be hunted. You got Hunter, haven't seen them in a while either. This message board says leave a note before you go. That was me. The Boss. You got some more YouTube channels up there. Reaper Lord, Swifty Shocks was here. All these people have been immortalized on the server. You got Werewolf was here. June was here. It's really cool. Austin Can Fly saying what's up. Mike was here. And that's about it. After you come and grab your stuff, we explain how our currency system works, which has changed. It's been updated. Now everything is more uh, digital currency, meaning you'll just get paid. We barter over a price, and I just put it into your account. And I have an app that just keeps track of everything, as opposed to using the old currency system, which was we'd give you like a gold bar, which is $100, or an piece of emerald, and that was worth 10,000. And this was our ATM machine, and you'd press a button, and it would shoot out some money at you, a couple dollar bills, which are bricks. Bricks are dollars in our currency. This is something that we recently added. I can make this look a little bit better later on. This is like the newbie board. So what I do, I leave my server open to a bunch of people who can join in, and they don't start off with priz, but I give them this little sign right here that catches their attention with the flashing things right there, and it says, "Hello, You are in my open game. Feel free to look around. If you like, you can build, message me to join in the building, the city. All help is needed. Blah, blah, blah. So yeah, that's something like that. Then we have a little advertisements before you leave. You have the rule board. The rules are pretty much simple. Just don't troll and mess up the city. So do not steal. Like, don't go in people's chests and take their stuff. Don't mine or set fire in the city. Can't even set fire. We don't even have TNT explodes on or fire spreads on. So none of that stuff is on. I just turned TNT explodes off now, but we were using it. Then you have some advertisements. So this is like, have a question or suggestion, visit the mayor downtown, and I'll show you that. So in the brackets it's saying downtown. There's different areas to our city. The current area of the city or the world that I am in is the old city. That's the area that I'm in. Then you have another area. This is when you're ready, exit here, which most people do not see this sign at all. Then you have this sign saying if you need a home, visit DCPR, which is Cypher. That's me. Property real estate, and you just come there. Property realtors, that's downtown. That's another area. There it is, old city. Need a job, apply now at job grab. So you come down here. Somebody messed up the water elevator a little bit. They did one of these type things, which is fine. It's express water elevator. I'm okay with it. So here is the first look at First Street. This is First Street right here, folks. So First Street was the first street ever made, laid down by the awesome John Cusack, who helped me with this crazy dream that you guys seen on episode 1. And First Street, you know, it's pretty awesome. Then you have two streets coming down here. You have Germantown Ave, which takes you to Germantown, and you have Hipster Street, because this building, this is the street right here, this building is called the Hipster Suites. So it's meant to be, you know, real swanky. Guy with some neck beards and plaid shirts and drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon comes here. So you come into the Hipster Suites, you can see who lives on each floor, and I haven't finished adding that on there yet. You got a nice lobby with a water feature here. This guy saying welcome to Hipster Suites. Then this tells you the vacant floors, you can buy some. Then you have a little staircase. I'm just going to show you one floor because they're all identical. So I'll show you what roughly a default floor looks like. This is my floor right here, Cypher's Pit. So all the floors start off looking like this until you customize them. You get the red carpet, really nice. You get a nice little view of the city, nice little window. We're going to get to all of this. You have a football stadium right there, parking lot right here, the church right here, police station, Germantown's back there. You can sort of see it, a little hair salon over there. It's crazy. It's a lot of detail into it. These apartments, I believe, cost $40,000 in our in-game currency. You can put your island right here, so you get your food. You got a refrigerator over here, a little comfortable lounge couch. You could put a TV right there if you really want to. Then over here you got a room. Now the rooms start off empty, so I had somebody custom do my room for me, and we got our first comment saying hi, what's up, man, how are you doing? So yeah, I've done this with my room. Took up some item frames. Everybody's closet starts off empty. What I've done was some little special stuff with my closet. I made a highway to hell. Oh, it's Racer. What's up, Racer? So this is the highway to hell. I can show you guys that later. And this is what a standard closet looks like. So let's get out of here. So that was Hipster Suites. Hipster Suites was the first thing that I built. And I actually got this design from a YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is called Being on a Board. So that was the first thing I built. And I knew the first thing I wanted to build was a skyscraper. This is a very humble skyscraper, but I'm still happy with it. Right across the street is the second thing that I ever built. It's a police station. This was another Being on a Board design. I was a fan of his designs. I built a few things from his channel. I still am a fan. I said was, past tense. But yeah, I like this water feature right here. Somebody did the water fountain. I didn't do the sidewalk, but I do enjoy the sidewalk. I put these little protesters here. You see what they're saying? Black Lives Matter. Yeah, awesome. Inside of the police station. Pretty simple interior. There's the second police station in the world. You got some real simple cells. Nice, fun to role play in. Then if you come up the stairs, you have the sheriff and the deputy. They get some stuff. See that? So they get some cool stuff. They have a desk and they can sleep here. Make sure the prisoners don't escape. So now let's get out of here. Now we're going to just slide past the Church of God. I'm sure they changed the name of it now, so I shouldn't even really call it that. Oh, this is where we had our presidential debates. So the city is awesome because, like I said, we role play. So we have presidential debates. There's two parties, just like there's the Republican and Democrat. You have the Creepers and the Withers. So the Creeper Party, I believe, I'm representing for the Creeper Party. So as a Creeper, I'm running for re-election to be president of the world. Elections are happening November 15th to the 17th, I believe. So yeah, people, make sure you go out and vote for me to be the president again. You come over here. This is usually a church, so you can do your church thing. How many people are in your world? It's probably a full session right now, Reese. I got everybody muted just because I'm doing the tour. So you come here and you talk, blah, blah, blah. You got the cross up there. Then you have this room is where the main guy goes, his office. So it's pretty basic. This was built by Wolf of Gods. It was actually a build challenge. Funny history of this building. There was a challenge to build a courthouse, I believe it was, and whoever built the worst courthouse had to destroy it. Wolf lost the challenge, and I'll show you who and what he lost to. And it's funny because we were going to destroy it, but I was like, you know what? This church, or excuse me, this courthouse feels so theatrical and just over the top. We might as well make it a church because it had the like glass ceiling on it. So we wound up keeping it and making it a church. And funny that we should say glass ceiling because as we go down First Street, you have my very first hair salon place I made called Heavenly Cuts. So this was made January 25th, 16. I like to try to do that just so I can remember, just in case I don't make an archive. So I like to try to have that. But yeah, Heavenly Cuts, I definitely was inspired by, I guess heaven, quote unquote, with the white, and then you have the glass at the top to make it really, you can like just see up and it's bright. This random red, I don't remember why I did that, but I like red and white. They look really good together. You would have a receptionist sit here. You would wait here. This was inspired by my girlfriend. I was getting her hair and nails done. And, I'm just sitting here waiting like, oh gosh, when's she going to get this thing done? So yeah, I made Heavenly Cuts. It's a unisex salon too. So guys can come here and get their hair done too. You got the chairs that you can lift up. See that? The chairs move up and down. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then you got the different hairstyles to choose from. This is where you would get your hair washed. You would sit in there, bend your head back. You know how it's done. I don't need to do it. Then you get your hair dry over here. Yep. So that's Heavenly Cuts. Very simple design. You can see Germantown in the background. Let's get out of here. The next thing I built, this isn't in order, by the way. That's not the next thing I built, but this is the next thing that I'm showing you. This is our Foot Locker. I built this. It's really not that great. I don't know why I still kept it here, but it's here, taking up a bunch of item frames too. So when people come in and they put item frames in the world, this is one of the reasons why they can't. Yeah, this was, I just really wanted to use a black and white design, and I had to put something else over top of the subway. Like the subway system is right here. So I put something here, and I wanted to test out my soda machine. Somebody broke my glass? Oh, okay, the glass is still there. But yeah, that button works, and it shoots out some sodas, which is empty. So yeah, that's Foot Locker. Nothing major. See that all sales are final. Foot Locker wasn't anything special. This is interesting that it survived so long. This should be, someone's store by now. But what this was, when I first started the city, it was this guy that I played with. You guys can check episode 1 and 2. His PSN name was like Baby Girl or something because his aunt made his account for him. His name was Jack. And he wasn't really good at building. He made a lot of stuff out of brick. And he made a building in the middle of the city, about right there. You can't really see where I'm pointing at because I don't have a hand, but about right there. And it was really tall and obnoxious, and it blocked your view from standing here to see those SpongeBob characters back there in the building. We nicknamed it the Compensator because we discovered something that we didn't know about him in the beginning, that he compensated for his lack of building by, like, his skill of building by building tall things made out of brick. So we called that the Compensator because he's compensating for his lack of skills. So yeah, this is a last remnant of Jack, and it's been here for a whole year. Like literally no one has bought this land to use or like decided to renovate this area, and they are totally within their right to do that. But nobody wants to come back here because Old City's kind of like a museum now of the first set of builders, because a lot of the builders from the Old City, they're not online anymore. This next building right here. Okay, first off, you see there where it says City Sopa? That's a South Park reference from season not even 19. I guess how long ago it was, season 18, whatever, when they divided the town between the nice part and the bad part. The joke being that this area was all quartz and it was all nice, and down there you'll see it starts to get stone brick and mossy stone brick, and it's not as nice. But the city grew by that point, so you're not really gonna see that anymore. But that's why you see City Sopa. It was Soto Sopa and City Sopa, which was the nice South Park and the bad South Park. But anyway, oh, excuse me. Um, Book place. This is the library. The library was pretty cool. Got a couple people in the chat right now. I'm just gonna read what they say. It's how many people in your world. My name is Duran. I can't get around. Somebody hit me with the huh. That was a good reference. Anyway, because that's slowing down the video. So, Book Place is a library that one of our friends, what is his name? Trey, who hasn't played with us in a long time. He switched over to Xbox built. It's a library. It's nothing major inside of here. Trey wasn't that great at building, but it's a remnant, you know? You can't get rid of these type of things. You can renovate them and make them better, but, you know, you don't want to get rid of them. But yeah, that's the book place. That's pretty much it right there. He also made this Lowe's. I'm just going to knock down one of these doors. People kept stealing supplies out of it. There was no way to regulate this. Oh yeah, I'm an adventurer. I can't knock down one of the doors, but you can still see inside of it. Yeah, there was the iron golem right there. His name is like Ben or something. He guards the supplies, and you're supposed to shop for him, but they're literally just inside of a chest for you to grab. This is our movie theater. So movie theater is right next to the courthouse over there. The one that, you know, won the challenge. So that's the courthouse that lost, made by Wolf. That's the courthouse that won. So if you go inside of the movie theater, it's called the Rave Movie Theater, which was a movie theater in Philadelphia that I based it off of. I gave it the bright ceilings because I didn't want to add a lot of lighting to it. So yeah, you have the glass ceilings right here, and I like to keep the doors closed. We're gonna open up one, and keep one door open. There was a villager back there, but you could buy tickets to theater number 1. I have the jokingly saying another Marvel movie, because you know there's always some more Marvel movies. Theater 2, you have Star Wars The Lost, but not really lost episodes, because you know there's always another episode. Ticket booth, employees only. Bam, come in here. Nothing major inside of there, just the little movies that's playing. So as we come on out of the employees only thing, we'll come here. We can order our snacks. This is the concession stand. So you can order here, order here. There's actually some food in there too. See that? Little trash can. And you got a small eating area. Another complete use of pictures. This is exactly why we can't use item frames in the world. This is why we can't have nice things. You got 2 bathrooms. Of course, you have the women's bathroom right here. So you have the stalls and everything. See that? No need to go inside. It's nice. And if I'm moving too fast, I'm sorry. It's a lot to show, and I'm still in Old City. This is the men's room. This is the stall. I mean, not the stall. What are these called? Urinals. So you like stand in front of them and you pee on. Then this will be like the stall, you know, where you gotta take the poop at. So let's get out of here. Close that door. Close this door as well. What are we looking at? Okay. Oh, so over here, very interesting thing. I'd have to switch to creative to show you why it's very interesting. There we go. God, I need to get my hands real quick too. Sorry, I'm messing up the flow of this. Alright, so this is why this is interesting. This is the projector and light, employees only. So make sure you remember that, and make sure you remember what I got in my hand. So we're going to come back to that, but keep that in mind. I'm going to show you the 2 theaters. So you have Star Wars Episode 8 playing. It's 3D theater. So why is it 3D? Bam, open that door. Look at that. You got an X-Wing shooting right at you. So you're sitting in your seat. You're all like, pew, 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 coming right at you. That's pretty cool. I got that popping right out the TV. Got a little sign telling me to put my exit right here, because I haven't done that yet. Then if you come to over here, you have your Captain America Civil War, Theater 1. Couldn't really make anything too major, so I just put the cap shield. Now if you notice, the lights are on, so it's a little bright in here when the movie started. So now what the projectionist does, come over here. This I have my redstone expert do. You see what I just did? You see that, right? I put the disc inside of there, and it opened up this secret door. And this is back way in the beginning of the city when I did not know how to use redstone at all. I still don't know how he exactly set that up, but just think that's pretty cool. So you have your projectionist guy sits right here, and he can turn on. So I had someone, jerry rig all of this. So watch this, watch this. Turn it on, bam. Now it's dark. And you only got that light on. Actually, I think that light's supposed to cut off too. That light might be broken. Now that I'm good with redstone, I could probably fix it. But as you can see, yeah, pretty cool effect. So now let's get out of here. I should probably close that door back though. I don't like to leave these doors open. So again, bear with me if there's any moments where I'm, too quiet or anything like that. It's a lot to show you. Or if I'm, moving too fast. I'm just trying to get to show you everything so that way when new people see this world and they're like, oh, well, who's this guy who had the world's biggest world? They're like, okay, I see why. This video took like 3 hours. This is the parking lot. So this parking lot is connected to the church. So it's parking for the church, and it's also parking for the movie theater. Sorry, not church. I meant to say courthouse, which is not named. It should be named the courthouse. So bam, it's a much better courthouse in my opinion. You have the witnesses, actually not the witnesses, the regular people, they're out here. Then I'm just gonna hop the fence. You have your defendants, your plaintiffs, probably said that backwards. You have your jury sit over here. Then you have your stand right over here. Don't know what that's for. Okay. And the judge. Should have ended on the judge. Bang the gavel. Bang, bang. So yeah, courthouse. You might have seen on a few role plays us come in here, do a few court cases. It gets hectic like that. This city map is not here. That was a map so you can see where you're at in the city. This was the very first bank that was built by Trey. There's nothing in it. It's not really too exciting. It should be refixed. Maybe I could put a bank here. I actually got a bank design that I need to do. Parking lot, as we talked about before. This is a nice little walkway Chilo actually made. Let's fly up just so you can see it. Very nice. Chilo did a great job on that. Chilo's, again, one of those unsung heroes. This is a remnant of the Compensator. So this is the Compensator Hotel. Underneath it will be the Compensator nightclub. And we'll get to that. I'll just show you this gas station. I got this from TMSC. I'm not a fan of his builds anymore, only because they aren't as, detailed, I guess. They're kind of basic. That's the reason why. But yeah, this gas station, Trey added this part in here, so he put his own little house there because he worked there. I don't know what that says, but yeah, that was it. But good times, man. Beginning of this world, good time. Totally fun. We got that. What is that? Look at that fire right there. See that fire? Hobos. So clearly the city has a homeless problem. You got a little fire pit going on, a little bed for them to sleep in, a cup. Hopefully there's money in that cup and not, the other thing. Jesus. This is a little Chinese restaurant. Danny Walk. When did I make this? Oh, also in January 2016. Danny Walk is a Chinese restaurant in Philadelphia. Got an ATM machine. Doesn't work, of course, because it's meant to not work. That's just to remind people of like how the city is. And you see it's made out of like the crappy materials, and it has the yellow, and you have the food that you can order. If you come over here, you're not really supposed to be able to come inside, but I made it easy to come inside. You can see them cook. It's all white. This is how most Chinese restaurants look. The little small ones that are on the corner. You got the food inside of there, but and there's money in there too from a previous video on the channel. You'd have to find it. It's like Lawrence and Migo somewhere, and we die inside the Chinese store. This is where they keep their food supply of chickens. So as you can see, you got your chicken right here. So it's very dwindling. Then you have your emergency chicken. So when that chicken's gone, you got your emergency chicken. As you can see, we got a lot of emergency chicken right there. And you already know what that is. Then you have your backup chicken. You got your cats. Oh yeah, Chinese store. Stereotypical joke. Thought it was funny. Come on here. Got a little dumpster area. I like to try to make it somewhat real. Trash. Stupid thing of me. I forgot to put a button there. Super stuck. Not. Get out of here. Somebody bust my gate, I guess. So over here, this place is called Ron and Larry's. So what Ron and Larry's is, Lawrence started off on this side of the map, and Compensator nightclub, or Compensator, the tall thing, was a big huge pyramid. If you watch the original video, see. And I started on that side, so I was making like the city over there modern, and I thought it was going to be small. I never knew the city was going to be as big as it got. But I started off with the little modern city on that side, and then Lawrence was like, I'm gonna put some fun mini games on this side. Cause I told him, I was like, look, man, I like the mini games from your survival world. Come in my creative world, and you have unlimited resources, and you can do it. He's like, all right, sounds good. So he put all his mini games inside of this area, and we wanted to keep it contained because we wanted to still feel like a city, but as if you were to go to a place that had games. So it's like Dave and Buster's. So that's the history of why it's called Ron and Larry's, and I'm Deron, he's Lawrence, so Ron and Larry. You got a few mini games here that are really fun. Rainbow Roulette. You bet on which color is going to come out when you pull this thing. Like, it's different colors in here. That's pretty fun. Tic-tac-toe fungus. You use a fungus, and you use, or not a fungus, use a mushroom and stuff like that. That one was a fun little short mini game. Rock, paper, shears, or excuse me, cobblestone paper shears is another good one. There's supposed to be a item frame right there, and then you put a choice between your cobblestone, your paper, and your shears. It's rock, paper, scissors. That's all it is. What are the other ones over here? You have diving, climb all the way up there, jump through the hoop, and then land in there. That's pretty fun. Dunk tank, you shoot an arrow inside of there, hit that button, and your friend falls in the water. It should be lava. It's just a troll. But yeah, that's pretty fun. Over here we have hockey. Hockey is really fun too, because hockey is like, you got 3 people, you gotta try to run and drop your item, bam, goal. But if you get punched, you're supposed to drop it so that the other person can pick it up. So yeah, hockey's definitely fun. I'm gonna show you what that one is. That's 3 games in there. You have Connect 4. That one's really fun because you're just putting the blocks down, and it's just fun to catch somebody. Especially, who shot me? Huh. Interesting. Scary at the same time. But yeah, if somebody catches you with a 2-way win, it's hilarious. Chess. I don't think I've seen anybody play chess on this at all. So sad, yet hilarious. But yeah, we have chess. Then you have sumo. What was this called? It's not called sumotori. Like gladiator sumo stuff, whatever it is. It's fun. You get sticks and you just punch each other. You gotta try to knock each other off. Now inside of here, some of my fave games. These were like my favorite mini games at the time when I first saw them. This one isn't finished, so I'll show you the one that's not finished. This one was kind of like a gladiator arena. You would, open up the door. Monster would come out. It's pretty cool. Let's pop that back in there. So that one's not done. Close that back up. Then you have Major Laser Tag. And like Major Laser, the band or group, the girl, I don't know what it is. It's laser tag. This is pretty fun. So you get the bow and arrow. I don't really have to show you all of this, but I just wanted you to see. This was like the original mini games before the mini games advanced. Like, wait till you see. This is just Old City. Wait till you see how far we've come. Like, our mini games are so much better than this now, and these were like super fun at the time, and they're still fun now. Lava Floor is still a classic, because Lava Floor people still get stuck on, and all it is just jump up. See, look, I already died. You jump, you jump, you jump. Don't want to get hit by that, but you still fall. You gotta jump, then you gotta try to get over here, and I'm dying. So yeah, that's Lava Floor. Simple, but it was still like ridiculously fun. So people come to the world and they're like, do you want to build? Do you want to do mini games? You have so many choices, because this world is just really, I don't want to say well thought out, because it's kind of just sporadic. Like, as I said, I didn't even know it was going to get to this point, but it's really interesting. This is the bar that Lawrence made called Cosmic Kev's, which is another Philadelphia reference. As you can see, it's really shady. It's like a dive, or a hole in the wall, as you could say. Pretty sure a lot of the drinks are poison. Let's see. Oh no. Yeah, they are. Fun drinks though. Fun drinks. I've planned a few heists inside of Cosmic Kev's. So as we come around the corner to 2nd Street, we're going to see, let's see what I want to show you. Let's show you this park real fast. We've seen around the areas. This is Love Park. This is the Welcome Center from Love Park. If you guys Google that, you'll see it looks just like this. Yeah, more round though. And this is Love Park. This is a classic. Let me get a good angle. classic Philadelphia staple. You guys have probably seen this over and over again. Another bow and arrow getting shot at me. So you've seen this thing over and over again in classic pictures of, oh, I went to Philly. This is what we saw. We saw Love Park. Oh, Dunkin' Donuts. Sorry, I'm skipping past that. And McDonald's. I'm going to go inside of there. This is Dunkin' Donuts. I'm going down this block because there's nothing really here. That kind of leads to the Badlands. I just want you to see this park. My girlfriend actually made all of this, so I'm really proud of her because she killed it. So this is a whole Shani thing right there. Check out her channel, by the way, Shani's Corner. She's pretty good. You got, oh, that just says heart. Little bridge. Oh, you know what? This was a bunch of water at the time, so the bridge was more relevant. This is hopscotch. Hopscotch is, you know I play hopscotch, right? I don't. I do. More jungle gym bridges. Did she make this? I don't remember her making that one. This is a gazebo. This is actually pretty nice. This gazebo. She hasn't been on in a long time, but this is definitely nice. Basketball court. See, she really thought of everything. Like she killed it. Bam. Pass me the rock. Uh-oh. Jumping. I remember somebody made a rocket ship right there. That's what that was. Shot up into the sky. Bam. Dunked it. Alright, let's get out of here real quick. A little sandcastle. I did the sandcastle. She just made the sand thing there. This is Dunkin' Donuts. This is another TSMC building. Now, his builds are super tall, so that's why this is so tall. And he did the glass roof thing, so you might have seen me use the glass roof thing inspired by the TSMC. So I get inspired by a lot of builders. What does the sign say? Nothing. Get inspired by a lot of builds. And it's smart because it causes it to be bright. This is a bathroom. This is not exciting. Bathroom's okay. It's very spacious, though. His build is spacious. And I get why he builds his builds so tall, because that's the only way to get the full amount of detail to make it actually look like it. Coffee machine, again, nothing major. These buildings aren't used for anything. Until I come back, that's supposed to be boxes of supplies and stuff. I'll come back and make them useful, like either put a mini game inside of them, which probably won't happen. It'll probably be just a story mode thing, like you gotta try to get to the story. This is the McDonald's. This McDonald's was appropriately sized, so he didn't go too bad. This was probably the first TSMC build that I did that was not ridiculously sized. This is a 123/16. And see, it's not like crazy huge. You got a bathroom. It's a little on the tight side, but I mean, it's still there. So close that door up. Oops. Then you have your staff only. Bam, behind the counter. You can use all of this for roleplay. Oh, somebody's invisible. That's what it is. So you can use all of this for roleplay. And the city's live. Oh, hey, look, there's Fire Tiger. And see, he doesn't have a name tag, but he has that common skin on that he always uses. And it's the back, it's the grill. So yeah, that's McDonald's for you. I'm just gonna jump out the drive-through window. Just drive through. You'd be on a horse. Oh, and we haven't gone inside the Compensator Hotel. Let me do that real quick. That was back over here. Give you a quick flyby. Nothing major inside of here. Let's go upstairs. So yeah, see, come in here. This is one room in the hotel. Again, like I said, not the best, but it's one of those things that was built in the original city. So when you see it, you're like, I'm not really impressed around what's going on here. Just wait, there's more. Trust me, this is hardly anything. This is like a fraction of what the world has to offer. I just got to show you this stuff first so you can appreciate the world and say, oh yeah, you've come a long way, because some original builds weren't the best. This is a parking lot for me and my girl's corner store that we made. Shiny's Corner. Shine's Corner. It's supposed to say Shiny's Corner. And this is Shiny's Corner. We built this 123. We did a lot of stuff in January. This is the Philadelphia newsstand. You guys actually seen this on one of my YouTube videos. I built that for you. And I do a lot more builds too. So let's go inside the corner store. Really nice. A lot of people, glitched up a little bit. A lot of people get lost in the corner store and they get stuck because they go inside of here and they walk forward, which is really weird to me. Don't do that. And my signs, they don't have anything on them. This is the refrigerator, pretty much. You go into the store, you get the refrigerator food, the refrigerated drinks. That's what that is. Then you have a soda machine. Is there soda in there? Huh. So the machine isn't working, it's empty. Another ATM, non-functional. And you got the register area, and there's a little secret, I guess, storage area. This is all inspired by those New York, Philadelphia for me, but New York style bodegas. Pretty much we call them corner stores. Some even say Puerto Rican stores, poppy stores. It all depends on where you're from for what you call them. Got somebody jumping in the window, dropping armor. I don't want any of this on me. Alright, so let's continue going down this way. Now you'll see this lovely house. I'm actually not a fan of modern style houses, but my little brother built this. We ain't gonna go inside. We're just gonna peek through the window. He got 2 horses in there, bunch of stuff in there. Actually, you know what? There's a little Easter egg that I would like to show you guys inside of his house. And it's part of the reason why I hate the house is that gosh darn button moves too fast. So at the bottom of his house, if you go all the way down, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yep, down some more, down some more. There you go. You go all the way down here. He has this inside of it. That wasn't that major. I just wanted to show you that. That was all. Let's get the heck out of here. Yep. There we go. But yeah, I'm not a fan of these modern style houses. Yes, get it, get it. Gosh darn it. Okay, got it. Whew. Those doors. You can hear somebody drinking the milk. That looks like Arcs. Yeah, that's Arcs. Another great builder in there. What's up, man? Let me do a little curtsy. I saw a floating head. This is Jobcraft, by the way. So Jobcraft was invented and designed for our role play to get people jobs. So as we come in, what was this say? First floor is the lobby. Second floor is the waiting room and job wall. So I kind of got this from a video I saw on Corrales' channel. So I like my little office. I'm very proud of that. Waiting floor. Please wait here. Oops. And this is back when the city was small and very manageable. Now it's crazy, so let's come inside. And you can see this was the job wall. It says, do your job or you'll be fired. And there's a key. White was like, these are the jobs taken. Blue was how much you get paid, because we paid you with physical money. It was crazy, like how it used to be. It was fun. Now it's a lot different. Payment will be sent via home chest or your bank account. So I would literally go around town delivering the money to you. Like that's it's crazy, right? I was the mayor, and it was red because I was always going to be mayor until we decided to make it a democracy. So you could say that I was like king, and now it's a democracy because we have elections. This is like a printer, copy machine, blah blah blah. What is this? Oh, this is the suggestion thing, so people can make idea board, skyscrapers. Yep, pretty empty idea board. Nobody probably knows about this thing, but yes, I can start getting back to using this skyscrapers. Oh, trust me, we got your idea. We definitely did your idea. I'll show you those later. So now let's get out of here. And this takes us roughly back to where we started. So now if you go that way, I'll take you that way. But if you go this way, we've already seen this. So instead of doing any of that stuff, we're going to come down here. This is our subway. This is Hipster Station because that's the Hipster Suites right there. We're going to come down here. I'm just going to put myself in fly mode just so I can show you really fast. This is Cookie Station. So I'm going to take you to Cookie Station because if you go towards this way, that's scary and ugly. This is Compensator Station. So we can go to Compensator Station real fast just so you can see what's underneath it. This is that Compensator nightclub that I was telling you about. See that? Nightclub, stripper pole, missing the stripper. I don't know where they went. You got drinks down here. See that? They're hiding the drinks. Like I said, Old City isn't really active. You'll probably see people downtown. Let's just go up so you can see where it came from. Bam. See that? It's right there in McDonald's. Just in case you were wondering, well, where is that at in relation to the world? This is a water elevator of sorts. Even though you can't get back up, but it'll take you to the hotel. See that? Alright. So now let's go to the Cookie Station. So you follow the signs, which aren't here. Catch a ride. Borderlands reference. We're flying. We're flying. Whoops. We're flying some more. Bam. Diamond Station. Well, it's not called Diamond Station. It's called Cookie Station. Reason why? Because bam, we're at the farm. Cook farm. So my girlfriend made this one day. I think I was like at work or something. She was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this on the world," and I didn't even expect her to do it. She followed the YouTube video. She even had to make some sacrifices because this wasn't supposed to be here. She built around it because like someone put a farm here with that, which I'm gonna show you that in a second. These crops all there, so that's like the storage place for all the food when we were role playing. So if you needed food, that's where it would be, and this is where the crops are. So yeah, got the door closed on me. Let's close that back. But yeah, they built around this farm, which is pretty sweet. This is her farm. Nice farm, by the way. I helped her with this little walkway. I don't know who built this tractor here. I built one up front. I didn't put this one right here. This is my pig. His name is Rupert. You can't see his name tag because I have name tags and stuff off for me just to get it, guys, from not being distracted. This I'm going to use for something. Don't know yet. There's some cows and stuff here. I surrounded this area by trees. She got two chickens, Sparty and Fufu. Those are the actual names. This is before grass paths. I did dirt paths. So there's a dirt path and it says welcome to Cookie. Follow it. It's the tractor that I made. Bam bam. The food supply place. It's a little damage from a previous roleplay that must have got saved, and some cakes everywhere. Fire Tiger did that with the cakes. Real quick, you got Lawrence's house. It says no trespassing. Y'all want to see inside of it real quick? Not the best house, but let's go inside of it real fast. See that? Nothing major. Let's get out of it. My little brother built this house. This one's actually pretty nice. It's a little mansion. It's actually pretty dope. Take a look around. Oh, hey, what's up, Racer? I'm in the middle of doing a video, so I'm actually going to just mute you real quick. Get everybody muted. We had my bad. Didn't mean for that to happen. So this is my little brother's mansion. Again, we're just going to quickly stay on the first floor because I got lots more to show you guys. See that? It's pretty nice. You come on the world, you can definitely see the inside of it, but let's skip past it and let's show you a few more things. So at the end, or at this end of Old City, because you have a few roads, one road going that way, one road going this way. This road actually takes you to the carnival. See that sign? To the carnival. This is our GameStop. We're going here real quick. As you can see, you got your games. And the games, by the way, are these blocks of wool. This is your stock room. More games on the sales floor. Somebody got rid of my armor stands there. Those are supposed to be the collector's editions. So now let's fly over to the carnival. Bam, bam, pretend we're on the road. We got some boats there, trying to make it look active, you know. And then as you can already see, bam, carnival. Don't know why the Ender Dragon's there, but I like it. Ferris wheel, nothing to support it. Someone asked me that too. It's like, well, what's supporting it? Nothing. It's just gonna fall when it's ready. Bunch of mini games. I gave pretty much Lawrence the cue to make a bigger mini game area. So this is the second largest mini game area, and you're probably wondering to yourself like, oh, well, this is pretty big. I wonder what that first mini game area looks like. Trust me, when you see it, you're gonna be like, wow, that is huge. So these are mini games. I won't spend a bunch of time dwelling on them and introducing them, but they're really fun. And like I said, this is just the second largest mini game, so you can imagine what the first largest mini game place looks like. That was a tunnel of love that I'm inside of, getting stuck. Alright, so now let's get out of here, and I'm going to show you another thing. So that's Carnival, folks, by the way. Another area of the city. It's pretty cool looking. Now this next thing, we're going to go through what I call the Lapis tunnels. So you have Lapis tunnels right here. And oh, hold up, I was trying to show you guys, and surprise. So this next thing was built by me. Took a long time. This is what we call a superstructure. This is probably the first superstructure here, and it is BAM, this beautiful mansion. Now again, this is the detailed tour, and I want to give you guys the inside of it. So let's go take a look at the inside really fast though, so I don't want to hold you guys up too much. This video is already about 3 hours and 15 minutes long, so let us get inside and see it. Bam, you got the grand steps right here. Pretty cool. Each floor brings its own unique thing to the table. You got the Zen room for meditation. You have the book fireplace room. This fireplace actually moves, but it's off right now and it's too dark, so I'm not gonna, like I said, hold up any time. A lot of hallway space. This is the bowling alley. Bam. These are closets. Nothing major. More use of item frames. Then you have the actual library. It's a lot of rooms. I'm not gonna go into the front. Grand piano. That's cool. So, now let's get out of here. This is our backyard. Now, this mansion tutorial was another bean on the board, but it did not come with this redstone doors. I actually got this redstone door from the channel K1, so check out his channel, because he came with that design-ish. Not like this sandstone thing, but with the doors, and I just perfected it. Not perfected it. That's a cocky word. I just implemented it. So this is our backyard. Our backyard's pretty sweet. We have a pool and all that other stuff. So yeah, that's our backyard, tennis court. Now, what's fun, if you come through this area, this snowy-like area, this is our backyard. So let's come to the backyard. I mean, I guess we're kind of past our backyard. This is just another area, I should say. It's a nice little surprise waiting for you here. And you'll see there's a reason why I'm looking down. I'm trying to cheat a little bit and guide myself towards the surprise, so you can see another, we could say superstructure, or a set piece. We'll call it a set piece, but there's a few superstructures here. There is, bam, look at that, Star Wars Snowspeeder. You're probably thinking to yourself, I mean, it's just a snowspeeder, Duran. It's really not that epic. And you'd be wrong. And also, don't call me Duran. Call me D-Cypher. You'd be very wrong. Look at this. You have, oh, what is this? It looked like a little bit of splash damage from an explosion from a freaking AT-AT and a bunch of TIE fighters behind it. Cue the sound effects that aren't going to be in the video, but pretend they're there, because that will make it too awesome. Speaking of which, this is a silent-ass video. If I ever edit this, I'll definitely put some music. For now, you got to deal with the silence. So make sure you listen to some music in the background. Look at this AT-AT. Something's messing with the legs. This AT-AT is boss. I built this. This came from Magma Mucin AT-AT. This thing is awesome. Freaking TIE fighters. Up, and I accidentally showed you. Superstructure right there in the sky. Crazy Star Destroyer class Venator. And that's awesome. I can fly up there if you want to see it. You guys want to see it, right? Yep, you do. Oh yeah, there's also some X-Wings, crappy X-Wings are shooting them, trying to go against these TIE fighters. Look at that space battle. And bam, superstructure right there. You got the Rebel base, which is going to get expanded upon. Then you have the Rebels. This is actually from like the Galactic Clone Wars or whatever. No need to get all technical. It's awesome looking. It's empty on the inside, because I know you're thinking to yourself, ooh, what does the inside look like? It's empty. Yeah, see? Nothing. Okay, let's get out. Work in progress. Very sexy, though. Rebel base. Let's quickly get there. Big old gun. Bunch of ships flying around. Looks really cool. ATST right there. Another big old gun. Shooting at that. Rebel logo. The Hoth style base. Doors opening. You have a hangar with a mech inside of there. That's not a Star Wars mech, by the way. Shield generators, pretty fun. Zoom past it some more. Some more TIE fighters. These are some bigger ones that are more detailed. That red beacon is letting me know to do something. Here's our next superstructure. This is the Imperial base. This one's really cool. Make sure TNT explodes off, because these are all rigged for stuff. And when I say stuff, don't worry about it. Do some mini games with us and you'll learn this stuff. Look at this. This is from Star Wars Commander. This is where they actually build the transport ships and stuff. Pretty cool. These are AT whatever, don't know what they're called, doesn't matter. Another ATST, the base. Do I want to go inside of it? I don't feel like breaking these doors. Let me see if there's a way I can get inside of here. Always program some ways. Yep, bam, look at that. I do these interiors. This interior thing took a while to figure out, because when I first did it, I'm like, alright, let me look up some pictures of Star Wars. And I remember seeing the catwalks. These are catwalks. They're ridiculously scary for no gosh darn reason. Why do they make these catwalks like this? Who knows? Let's go up here, because I know there's another way to get in. Oh, this is like a turret. You can shoot some stuff. See that? Automatic weapon. Defend the base. Cut that off. And then bam, you got even more of the hallways and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. So, whoop, that was definitely scary. Let's get out of here. We're doing a lot of flying now because we gotta move this along. Move it along. I'm just dropping some stuff I got on me. Okay, so let us say we want to go down the tunnel again. Oops. We're gonna go down Hipster Station. Boop 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 boop. And we're gonna go to Warrior Stadium because that's the name of the football team. So instead of Philadelphia Eagles, it's Warriors. Philadelphia Warriors. I'm sorry. We go to the tunnel. Choo choo, chugga chugga. Bam. Right here, my train station. I've seen some good designs for train stations, so I might revamp mine. When you come up these stairs, bam, this is our second mega structure, or what did I call them? Superstructure. There's iron golems on top of there. Oh, those are the security for the VIP room. Yeah, I told you that was a bad idea. Bam, but look at this superstructure. This is a tour in itself. So you have the parking thing, a little mini parking garage back here. You got a little van, they're camping out. This is the major actual parking garage, 2 floors. Then you come over here, you got so much stuff in here. I don't know how much time I want to take of you guys, but it's a little sports bar. You come inside, you can play some pool. It's freaking sweet. I know I'm zooming so you can't really see, but I just want to get you guys in and out. Even though it's not really meant to be in and out, but I just want you guys to see it. Maybe if I turn some music on, it might help. Go to audio, let's put some music in there. Alright, now we got music in the background, so hopefully you guys don't complain too much. I know it's been an hour, so just come back to it. Save it in your watch later list. I know how it is. You're on your break, you're like, oh, I just want to see a little bit of this world. This world tour is too long. I know, just come back to it. Don't even worry about trying to watch it all at one time. I need the watch time, okay? I need the watch time. I'm gonna put some ads in here too. You can skip them if you need to. Bam, look at this. You got the entrance. I like the entrance. It could be a little bit better, but the entrance is nice. You got the red and black. Then you come over here. You can see the field from here. Look at that field. You got the away side with the Australian flag. Thanks, Swifty, for doing that. Then you have the home side. Come over. Where did I see the ticket booth at? Was it over here? Oh, they're closed. Oh no, this is food. Ticket booth, I think, was right here. I had so many people help me build. Yeah, this is the ticket booth right here. $30 per person is not bad at all. Tickets are like $300 for Eagles games, depending on where you're sitting at, like the end zone or whatnot. Oh, we turned into an unfinished corner. So yeah, as you can see, the superstructure isn't finished. So superstructure's taking a lot of time to finish. Let's go up these stairs. Bam, look at that field. That is lovely. Oh man, funny story about this. Me and my little brother actually started this. It was his idea to make a football stadium. I wasn't ready, but he started it anyway. I gave him this space, which was just outside of the city, because I was like, listen, I don't know how much space you're going to take up, so just build it outside of the city. So at this time, or when he made it, I should say, there was like nothing here. So you'll see that later. You'll see that later, and all that later. This is the Badlands, by the way. I can show you this now. Badlands because it's like bad, I guess. Like this the industrial area. It's just the name, man. Don't overthink it. But anyway, this is the Badlands area, which separates the two towns. You have Old City over here, downtown over there. But anyway, so yeah, he put it out here, and it got bigger and bigger because he needed more and more space. So first off, he started with the field. Then I was like, the field looks kind of small, so we made the field bigger. Then we had to put seats around it. So yeah, it became a whole thing. Real quick before I go into the next area of the city, which is Germantown over there. This is our Hunger Games. The desert style Hunger Games is actually not really the greatest. So we're thinking about trying to revamp it. They want to completely get rid of it, but I want to have a Hunger Games there or something there since it's already this wall. So now let's show you guys Germantown. So my girlfriend was like, well, why don't you make something that's kind of like an old school Philadelphia? So I was like, all right, well, what can we do? She sent me a bunch of pictures, and we came up with the idea to make Germantown. So that's how Germantown came about. I looked at some pictures of like Philadelphia from the 1700s, because Germantown, the actual area in Philadelphia, has those old school style buildings. real quick thing. That's our first ever wolf and trade. There were two. What I mean by wolf and trade, this guy that plays with this wolf, who's a founder, who's been with the city for a long time, made his own business, and he, started from rags to riches. Oh, this was called Wolf and Arms. How about that? But the brand was Wolf and Trade, and he became a mogul. So it's funny because everybody has like their own storyline. So like my storyline, I'm just trying to run the city. Fire Tigers would probably be, he wants to make sure the city burns or something because he wants to have a war. That's crazy. Just see this guy play. He's crazy. Fire Tiger's crazy. But anyway, old school style Philadelphia. It was supposed to be a much bigger, but it stopped at the like 4 or 5 houses. But it was very fun doing this, small streets because you walk everywhere. So a lot of inspired by Assassin's Creed 3, mainly by the pictures that I saw of, Philadelphia in the 1700s. This is actually a North Philadelphia style house, a little out of place, but I wanted to build that there. It needs to be a row of these type of houses, but there's not. There's a diner. This is actually based off a diner in Germantown. So I literally just looked at a bunch of pictures from Germantown. Then we have the trolley. So this is pretty cool. Trolley I enjoy, coming into the tunnel. My girlfriend built her very own Barbie house here. Totally random, but hey, listen, when your girl wants to do it, you gotta let her do it, man. You can't argue with that. You see this right here, this is blocking off the street because there's a sewer system down there. I'm not gonna show you the sewer system at all, but just know, underneath most of the, okay, wow, that was really scary. I did not do that, and it closed. Okay, so yeah, we're getting the hell out of there. Excuse my language. I don't know how many ads I can put on this video when I curse. This is a strip club. Chilo made the strip club. It's sort of inspired by the strip club from GTA. Let's go over here. Whoa, I zoomed in really quick. So you got the seating area, stripper pole. Let me give you a little twerk. Let me see you work, 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 work. Alright, that's it. That's all you get. Then you get the, can't show you that. That's a special room for special stuff. Close that door though. Yeah, it's a strip club. You know what it is, right? You guys know? Okay, good. No need to explain. If you're 10 years old, I'm sorry. Don't ask your mom what that's for. We have a bank. Viper built this bank. This bank is a nice little bank. It's a TSMC bank, just so you know. So you know how I feel about the TSMC builds. It's pretty basic. I do like this little drop whatever you got into it system. I can drop my egg into there, and then it's in my chest. Come back around here. That shouldn't be open. And then, oh, he didn't program this right. You know what? Not putting him on blast. Let's close the vault. He didn't program it right. Oh no, my egg got rejected. That's what it is. Go in there. Probably didn't do it right. Let's see what else is here. This park area is really nice. This little walking area. This is nice. Gives you some ideas for some nice fences. Very nice. Then you have this little small house me and my girlfriend made. Why did we put it so far back? How much does this house cost? 10,000? Not the best house. This is like a survival house. I don't even remember the story as to why we made it. I think we were just trying to, make something together. This is a nice little park somebody made. I had them do a build test. So usually when people hop onto the world, they're saying, oh, let me build, Massacre, let me build. And I'm like, oh, well, first you gotta show me if you're actually good at building, because then we get houses like that red brick house that I showed you, the one that Jack built. So he built this. This was really nice. This guy named King Monkey built this car. King Monkey was pretty good. I like this little Jeep, actually. Ooh, this house my girlfriend made. I probably only did the interior, I think is what it is. Yeah, I only did the interior, but she did everything else. Alright, let's go inside. Fire Tiger is, funny fact about this, Fire Tiger is renting this house out from her, and I'm pretty sure he owes her some rent. This house, I really enjoy the interior because I chose to do what I call double walls. I'm probably not the inventor of that term, but anyway, I did double walls where the inside of the house isn't the same color as the outside. You got a bathroom, so yeah, really happy with this house. Fireplace. I'm surprised I left that fire on. Usually I turn all the fires off because somebody turns on fire spreads, we're screwed. The floating head is still with us. Who is that? Is that Arx? It was running. That was Arx. It was scary. Like, he ran off. TV, bang bang. Oh yeah, you know what? I wasn't even supposed to go inside the houses. That's taking too much time up. Over here, it's being worked on. That's yeah, you'll see it if it's ever get finished. I don't want to show you unfinished stuff, make it even longer. So now I believe we are done with Old City and Germantown. We are about to head downtown. There's a couple ways to get downtown, not this way at all. Let's zoom over here. Ooh, make it right. Let us go. Yeah, this probably wasn't the best way to go. That's not too official. Let's go this way. So as we go past this way, you'll see there's a pyramid being in the works. Old school gladiator arena. By old school meaning like we don't use this anymore. Not old school design. This is a Wolf design. Wolf not the best builder, but you know it's classic, man. We had some memories here. It's as basic as you can get. But let's show you the inside. It's not too bad, you know. See that? He had some signs. I like signs. At least it gives you something to read so you can understand and know what you got to do. Pay the entrance fee and, you know, earn your gear. This can be fixed. All you need is Chilo to come over here. Chilo's good at, you know, revamping stuff, making it look better. This is where you would sit at. So, yeah, have Chilo come over here and fix that up. He'll make that nice better. This is the area, like, what you call it? I think it's called carpool or something like that, where everybody sits out and they grill before the food, before the football game. You can order food and stuff like that. That's all that. Here's the subway train to get you to downtown. So like I said, there's multiple ways. How do I get on the train? No, is it this way? Oh, what is that? I don't want to press any buttons. I got curious. I heard it move. Either way, come over this way. You can get on the train. I'm not a fan of the way this train looks. The station looks cool, but they should have used my train design. This train looks okay. Anyway, so yeah, that's one way to get downtown. Should we take that way? No, because I want to show you some other stuff. Like I said, it's so hard because there's a couple different ways to take anything. So you got a little billboard. It's supposed to be showing off a fake city with the moon. Oh, I can hear someone. Hold on, I gotta. So let's keep zooming. Bam, you can see the water. We're almost done here, folks. That's a lie. Doesn't mean to say we're almost done. We're nowhere near done. This is the observatory. You can see a couple things in this shot. To the left, you can see the skyscrapers that I told you were in the city, because you know, I said that on the suggestion board there were skyscrapers, and I was like, oh yeah, we definitely got those. So yeah, we got skyscrapers. Then you see the lighthouse my girlfriend made off in the distance. Then you see this weird spiral of blocks, and you're probably wondering to yourself, what is that weird spiral of blocks? That is the Drake NATO, or Hurricane Drizzy. And I know you're thinking to yourself, Drake? Drizzy Drake? Yes, Drizzy Drake. That island, it's pink, and it's called the Drake Island. I'm a Drake fan, but I just like to just have fun. And, you know, I just like, oh, that's pretty soft, pink. So call it Drake Island and Hurricane Drizzy. No need to explain it any further. That's just what it is. Then you have this observatory, which looks really cool. I got the design from plots.uk. You can make your own whatever. The steps somebody did, and those steps are pretty cool. They actually should probably have some support under them. Then you can see one of our mini games. You could probably see the shadows of the mini game. There's a little circle with a few circles around it, and that is the alien attacks mini game. And then there's what looks like a castle sorta, and that's another mini game, and that's a whole island. That is our big island of mini games. So now as we come across the bridge, we're almost downtown. This is the Golden Gate Bridge right here. Up, you see a stealth bomber, another airplane, a mountain. Inside of that mountain there was something special, Easter egg I'll call it. Then you see a boat that I made. It's probably not the most relevant thing, but yeah, you see a boat that I made. Now let's go up this bridge. You just zoom in, as you can see out your left and right. We are downtown, baby. So now just a couple quick things. You see these houses right here, at nighttime they light up, and they turn into what's called Boathouse Row. So it's nighttime, see that? They light up. So when you're over here, this is our city hall that's unfinished. Again, I don't focus on unfinished projects. Bam, Boathouse Row. That's the Philadelphia thing, you might not know. Doesn't really look exactly like that, but the concept is there. You have houses that glow up. So let's go back over here. These houses are called townhomes. They're inspired heavily by San Francisco. They're not built on, you know, hills like San Francisco, but they're nice. I'll show you mine. We'll just go inside of one. I installed a mailbox on mine. That's pretty cool, just so you can see what one looks like. And again, I won't try to go inside of every house just because that'll take too long, but just so you can see what the houses look like. Probably just show you the basement. You get some floors, you know, peek through the doors. little guest room, and you know, you get a backyard. So I definitely wanted to have that vibe where, oh hey, I live in the heart of the city, yet I still got a backyard, so it must be expensive to live here. This was the tunnel for the train that I know you guys are probably wondering. So let's keep zooming. Again, these are mostly all the same. These are the boat houses. So many blocks. I just had to zoom up just so I could show you. This is Fireticker's castle that he paid for the land and built in the middle of the city. Weird, but hey, he did it. It's cool. Then you have this building right here. It's not named, but it just shows off some of the stuff that's hopefully going to come to Minecraft. I'm skipping past so much, I'm sorry. Yeah, you said Fireticker's castle. This is previously called Wolf Mart. Remember how I was telling you about that brand that Wolf had? He sold this building actually to become Sack Mart, and it's pretty much like a supermarket. You can come in here, get some stuff, bam, bam. Again, I'll just try to show you a quick in and out because I know the tour is getting a lot longer. What else do we have? We have the DCPR, that building I mentioned before. So if you come in here, this is like my main office building where I take care of the business. Press the button, it'll shoot you up. Open up the door. You have two sides. You have the property investment office. That one doesn't get used much anymore, but this is what it, you know, would consist of. When you build something in the city and you want to sell it, you would just build it and then you would get paid for it. So we have small jobs and like big jobs. So like, oh, build a water treatment plant. Oh, build some apartments. Oh, build a bowling alley. Oh, level some areas because this isn't on a super flat. If you guys haven't already noticed. Oh, set up a trolley station interior. Then you get paid for it. But now the other way around, say you wanted to, you know, buy land and keep it for yourself, you'd come in here and you could buy different buildings. So this is just some of the buildings, even though there's too many to keep track of. There's a white mansion, small boathouse, hipster suites, the sandstone towers, which is a skyscraper. Why you see that hefty price tag? And then you have, you know, how much the lands cost. So each block is worth certain amount of money. Well, I say each block is worth 200. Each block is worth 100. It's only worth 200 if you have over $1 million. That's getting into the technicality stuff that doesn't really concern you viewers who just want to see the world. So let's get back here. And, you know, you guys probably want to see a detail, you know, of the world, but you know, I don't want to hold you guys too long. Just let me know in the comments if you want to see more of it. In and out dinery, bam, bam. You know, nice little diner. This is another fun fact. This is the first thing Firetiger built in my world. And, you know, at the time when he built it, I was messing with him. Well, I wasn't messing with him, but I'm a fan of sushi. So I told him to build a sushi bar. And then this is what he came up with. It's really cool. Like, as soon as he built it, I was like, oh yeah, I want this guy in the server because he's a good builder. Because it just went, you know, like, who would think to do this? This is really nice. So I knew Firetiger was going to be a good builder, and he's been playing in the server ever since. So this is, you know, pretty recent. Like, I'm going in a sort of order of how things are built. Over here is another guy who built this trolley station. We haven't used it in a while because the trolley went on the outside, but we just patched that up. Let's keep going. Wolf built this bar. You know, bar we haven't been inside of in a while. It's not messing with no cosmic kevs, but it's definitely bigger. You got some games up here. See that? You can play some games, some poker and stuff like that. So let's get out of here. And then, you know, see the car right there in the middle of the street. Unfinished skyscraper. I'll make us go left, then right. There's a school. This is like Food Row because you got Bob's Burgers over here, which I haven't done a complete tour of. Looks like somebody trolled it. So let's take a look at it, see how bad it is. Yeah, they definitely trolled it. Put a bunch of blocks in here. I need somebody to fix that, so we're not even going to dwell on that right now. That's like a blooper. Somebody need to fix that. You get people who hate on the world. That just comes with the territory. When you have a nice world, people hate on it. Like right here, somebody took a sign out. So, oh, sorry. This is very important. This is the map of the world. So this is like how huge the world is, and it's really huge. So you can just zoom in on it real quick. You can see I showed you guys the Star Wars area, which was over there, my girlfriend's mansion, Carnival, right here, Old City. This is the island that I was telling you was the biggest island full of mini games, so you're kind of getting a sneak peek of it now. That's what that is. You guys are going to see that. We're currently right here. This is all downtown in Townsville, which is our suburbia style area. Up there you have a mall. I'm going to show you all that. Then you have this new area of the city being built. Oh man, it's crazy. So let's get to it. What else? You know, you got the food places. I'm not going to show you the inside of there. Those don't matter. Here's my house, by the way. My house on the hill. Like, this is actually my house. So this is where the mayor lives, or president now, because the city was small, so it was mayor. Quickly going, yeah, let's go this way. Fire department. Again, I'm not gonna go like super duper inside of it. Yeah, I can squeeze in there real quick. Bam. See that? Yeah, nothing major. Then you have, this is I probably call this a superstructure, maybe a semi superstructure. Bunch of houses. So hard to show you every single house. Skyscrapers, the Kremlin, NASA's in the background, the mall, movie theater. I like the movie theater a lot. McDonald's, another one, right? Let's go inside the police station real quick. So inside the police station, we've had a bunch of fun arresting people and doing all kinds of little mini games and stories and interrogating people. Again, am I missing something? Again, you know, you get a lot of trolls. These are small things that you can fix. Some people do big things. It just, like I said, it comes with the territory. You have some people who just, they don't want to see you have a nice thing, so they mess with it. And that's why I really don't let a lot of people in the world, especially giving them cribs and stuff. Like, there's people in the world now, but, you know. Yeah, nothing major. Oh, warden's office. Now, this is actually a mini game, this prison, so you can do different type of things inside of it, like try to escape, try to smuggle stuff in. So I'm zooming past without really describing it, just so people who are watching it don't know how to escape and break out. Death chamber room right there. Infirmary. Oops. Step on the pressure. Thank you. Step on the pressure plate. Got the infirmary over here. So yeah, it's pretty big. Could use a little bit more, I guess, detail to it. But yeah, the prison is pretty sick. This thing is nice. Got a prison yard. So yeah, I showed you the prison real fast. This is my first store I made called Gold Diggers. Very nice store. It actually functions too. So if you like spin this around and you drop a gold brick gold brick inside of there, they give you the item that you pointed at. Thought that was pretty clever. Alright, this is a regular mine. Only reason I'm showing you that is because I customized the entrance to make it look nice. A cave, I should have said. This is the power company. That's an actual thing in Philadelphia. I forgot what it's called. Maybe it's just called the electric company. I think it's called PGW, Pico. I think it's called Pico. Anyway, that's a building that exists in the actual Philadelphia. This is, you know, under construction, cut off. So let's go and see what's there. Look at that shark. This is called Riverside. This is an area of the city I'm working on, like a separate area. Like, you know, you got downtown. This is called Riverside Heights because it's by the river, and you know, it's a little bit higher in the air. It's heights, and not super heights, but it just makes it sound nice. These houses are nice, luxury homes and all that jazz. They're empty on the inside, but I'm gonna pimp them out. Then you have a beach area. Shout out to a bunch of people. First person that comes to mind will be Austin. He's the main one who really helped make this beach, you know, a little bit awesome. Arcs put this shark here. Very nice shark. I put the little fossil there. Just playing with the blocks, getting ready for bone blocks. So let us zoom past. You can see my little sign. Welcome to Cypher server. Let's see, what do I want to show you guys? So as you can see, you go here, this is downtown, but if you go here, this is suburbia or Townsville, where it's the suburbs. So it completely switches the houses. They get a little better. It's nice. Here's the mall that we made. This was actually in an episode, so you guys got to see it. This is the Cypher's Hill Mall. So you come in here. Come on, let me in. There we go. Nice little mall. I'm gonna make a better one later on. But this is the year one mall, you know what I mean? Year one. This is what we did. It's really nice. So now let's get out of here. Again, I'm trying to, keep it as brief as possible. We're almost done wrapping up. I could have made this much longer by going inside of more buildings, but I'm just not. NASA's pretty cool. I'm going to peek through a window so you can see. That's nice little interior right there. Can you see? Oh yeah, you can see through right here too. What do I want to show you next? Because it's so hard to narrow it down. Bunch of nice houses to go inside of too, and I'd love to show you inside of each house. I'm going to show you what's called the hood, I guess, the ghetto. We'll call it the hood. So you would take this bridge right here to get there, and what this was the area where those newbies could come and show off their test house designs. So they all were survival style themed houses, meaning they weren't made out of, super crazy bricks or blocks. They were using, wood and all that, and they had a small area to work with. Besides this one, Viper completely went against the rule and just did his own thing. This is a trailer park Wolf made. Trailer park was mad successful. Like, as soon as we made it, people wanted to buy it. There's going to be another trailer park, another ghetto too. So, you got different type of streets. When you see a different type of street, it usually lets you know you're in a different type of area. So that's pretty cool. There's some really nice houses here. This is the most recent addition. This one's nice. I believe Arcs made this one. This one was nice as well. So once you make a house, you get paid by the city, but if you bought the land, then you could use the house for your own self. This is a lumber yard. It's called Morningwood. I thought this was pretty cool. It was a funny name too. But yeah, that's Morningwood Lumber Yard. So there's that. There's another special thing here. Probably undersold it, but these are all, you could call them superstructures, but this is Skyscraper Island. Now I know you guys are like, wow, there's a lot of skyscrapers. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 skyscrapers, and yeah, this is crazy. You guys who watch the channel probably know from just seeing this series grow that these weren't here. Obviously these weren't here, but what I mean is like this island was much smaller and there weren't as many skyscrapers on it. It's crazy how it has grown, and I want you guys to hop on this world so you can see inside the skyscrapers. The best skyscraper is this one, the one by Fire, Tiger, and Wolf. So let's go over here so you can see it. Yeah, this is my favorite skyscraper right here. This is the Fire ENT, Wolf ENT. You have little construction sites and more skyscrapers over there we're going to get to. Then you have a helicopter on the roof. I'll just show you one of the floors. I was going to show you the whole floor, but I'm just going to show you one of the floors now. Unless you guys say anything to let me know you want to see more floors. This is their top conference floor right here. So, just from looking at this, you can probably start to imagine that the floor in the building is really, really detailed. Let's see, what else? How long have I had this world, you ask? This is actually the 1-year anniversary, and I meant to put that in the title. You just reminded me to do that. This one's nice on the outside, nothing on the inside. It's a sandstone tower. And let me show you this, the better shot of the bridge. Let me show you that new area of the city that we were working on. Just gonna do some flying. I'm gonna actually fly on the street like I'm driving. So let's zoom past it. Zoom. Oops. No, it was there. It's my turn. It was here. This is called Founders Park. So this is where all the founders come to put their, little just tribute to the city. I haven't put mines in there yet. I'm going to. Magic Jack's decided he wanted to build a castle. So this is Magic Jack's castle. And this is his former house that he had. Really nice house. That Cypher arena is our basketball arena. Thank you. Wolf is showing me some love. He said going over these memories are great. Duran, much love. Thank you very much. It's definitely a bunch of memories, and I know I'm skipping past a lot of them too. This is the building Ark started. He hadn't finished it. Nice on the outside. And Chilo built this, little inn or hotel-like thing. Mag Jack's working on a skyscraper. Demon Dog's working on a skyscraper. We have a PvP arena. Not the best looking on the outside. I'm not a fan of the outside. Look at the inside though. Pretty dope, right? Then you have a store area. This was bought. No, not bought. I didn't mean to say bought. This was created and built by, what was his name? I don't remember his name, but it's nice. You know, come inside real quick. Bam. Then you have a car wash Chilo worked on. Chilo Thrift and King Monkey worked on as well. See little arrows telling you to drive your car this way. You'd probably be bringing a horse in here. But yeah, that's pretty cool. These two are interesting because they're heavily inspired by GTA. This is like a biker gang hideout, and this is a CEO office. So let's go inside and just take a look and see. So, yeah, pretty empty in this room. This was built by Demon Dogs and DJ Backa. So you go in here. I probably won't even close the doors because I know there's somebody following me. You got some rooms in it. Person following me. Could you close the doors? I don't know if you're watching the video to hear me say close the doors. You come inside. You got some stairs. And then upstairs you got a nice little surprise. Wait till you see this. Bam. What was that? You see that pink? What does that mean? See what it says. Strip. There you go. Strip club. 18 plus. Oh, it's got a gate there. You're not trying to let me in, huh? So yeah, you got a strip club inside of the thing. So it kind of feels more like a strip club than a biker gang hideout. But yeah, it's definitely a biker gang hideout. There should be an exit. Yeah, cool. Right here. Press the button. There we go. And then let me show you the CEO office. You're going to think this is cool too. Might not be anything on the first floor. Yeah, first floor is mad empty. Oh, nope, it's got something right there. But you can go up these elevators. And bam. See that? Just, doesn't it remind you of GTA with the CEO offices? This would be like your room and everything. And then you come over here, you got the little drink and your computer, the TV. When I saw this, King Monkey made this, by the way. When I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta have this in my world. And King Monkey was nice enough. You've seen him in the video when he was working on the sittable chairs. He was nice enough to build this in my world. Very, very happy to have that in my world. I will show you something that's unfinished. As a matter of fact, I shouldn't, but I will. Who built this? You got a flag right here and a smiley face. Oh, that's so cute. This is unfinished, and I know I said I wasn't going to show you some unfinished stuff, but I'm gonna sneak peek and show you, because I don't know the next time I'm going to do a world tour, and the world's going to be completely different next time I do a world tour. So this is the Wild West area that I'm working on with a bunch of people, Demon Dogs, I think Viper, we got graveyards, all kinds of stuff. So look forward to seeing that in a few videos later as the channel and the city grows. So right now you guys are seeing a lot of stuff, and probably some of it is out of context. So if you see a video come out later and it's showing like me creating something, that's just because I haven't finished editing it. This is our water park. Viper was the main person behind this, and I'm just going to give you guys a quick overhead aerial view of it. But yeah, as I was saying, so if you see me come out with the video and you're like, oh, well, I saw him show this in the world tour, it's just only because I haven't finished editing it. So just bear with me on that. This area is still being worked on. This is another unfinished area. It's actually being worked on by one person. That's very impressive. And that's this gentleman right here, Ace. And this area is called, I think right now it's non-titled, but it's like code name or name that it's using, temporary name, will be Lionheart or Leo. But look at this. This is a fantasy style area, and it's epic. That's just one word that I can use to describe it, or legit, as a matter of fact. There's a few other, lands that are, epic, that are farther away, that I'd have to really search for to find. Like there's a tropical island, but these are all things that are unfinished that we weren't working on. So what I'll end this video with to show you will be called Mini Game Island. Used to be called 101 Island. It actually still is until I buy the land from my little brother. Funny little story about that. And there's actually a series on that island coming out where I, go over how I made each of these mini games. But, I have to finish editing it, and then it's not even every single mini game because I've added so many more. And not just me, just my whole team. Oil rig, by the way, in case you were wondering, and it's nice oil rig. But this is what I'm talking about. This is called Minigame Island. Like this thing, man, huge. Bunch of mini games on here. 101 is the little flag sign for 101 Island, and I know you're seeing it, and it looks like, oh man, this just looks like somebody's super flat world with a bunch of random stuff on here. But that's the reason why it's here. It's, you know, it's all here and like kind of outside of the way. So this is kind of like a different realm, a different area where you're just allowed to put, you know, whatever you want. So maybe you'll see something stupid like you see some pixel art right here, and some Sky Wars here. This isn't meant to be like the serious modern city area. This is meant to be that area where you have fun at and you're still in the same server without like, oh, you want to join my minigame server? No, this world has everything in it. So minigames, pixel art, modern city, stuff being worked on, superstructures. That's a hopefully future soon to be done, not soon to be done, but you know, future superstructure. And if anybody's watching this video, hopefully a lot of people are, share this with your friends. That's the one thing, but feel free to join this world and help, because this world is like, let me end this video. Let me get to a good spot where I want to end it. We're gonna go on top of my house to end it. That was Minigame Island, folks. It's a lot on there, a lot of mini games. Again, I'm not going to dwell on it because I want you guys to really come and see the world. And I know I've taken up maybe 2 hours of your time. I doubt the video's been 2 hours, but it's been quite some time now. So let me, I think an hour and 90 minutes I've taken up. Let me end this video here. And I just want to say this, like, just thank you, everybody who's watched this video. Thank you to everybody who's come on the world and helped me, you know. Thank you even to the people who've come and trolled, because you guys have, you know, shown me a lot about the city. You know, showed me a lot about patience and learning to trust people, learning when to not trust people, rebuilding things that, you know, maybe I was a fan of, but then you trolled it and it's like, okay, well, I can do this a little bit better this time. And I just want to say I really do appreciate you guys watching my channel, subscribing to me, liking, sharing, commenting, especially when you guys comment, because I want to, you know, hear what you guys' thoughts are. And, you know, thank you for a year, because you guys have all given me this, and this has been something so special for me, to have this world, to just go home from work and just play on this world with you guys and make friends and just create all of this. Like, this is all imagination. Like, I don't know if you guys can understand this, but this is all just grass at one point, and we built something here. Like, it's actually a testament to what we can do and what we can achieve working together. Like, this stuff was really all grass, and it's just crazy. Like, we did this. So just want to end this by saying, you know, don't let nobody ever tell you that you can't do something that you want to do. Because when I first started this, you know, I was told that I can't make a city and I can't make it big. And as you can see, the city is really huge. Like, it's really one of the hugest cities that I've ever seen, and it's going to continue to grow. This is just year one. We got at least 4 more years of this before the game crashes and they come out with a sequel. But, you know, as always, folks, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.